So I thought we would do this we should do it somewhere where we can like teleport to kind of easily. Let's do it near the Unnamed City where it's kind of flat. So I've got my crafting hammer. I've got some wood and stone if I decide to put down a couple of like foundations. I've got some iron reinforcements and some shape wood for the clan coffer itself. I've got a gold coin to go in the clan coffer to summon a purge. Okay, so we're going to learn the treasure coffer. Actually, we should track this, shouldn't we? Purge defender. Access or place a treasure coffer. Okay. I'm going to place one over here. Alright, so decorations and then treasure. We're going to place one of these here. Okay. And then we want to access the coffer. And I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to drag the coin over and make sure it's just one. And I've got to do give. Give, there we go. So that...
Do you have more to add to the coffers? More is always better.
So he will chat to us, which is a thing. So basically threat level 1 is all we need for this kind of demonstration here. The more coins you put in there, then the higher the threat level. The higher the threat level, the more enemies will come to attack you, different types of enemies, more waves of enemies, that kind of thing. So, but level 1 should be totally fine for us in this complete, like, current situation. I will see. I would like to, because I say to people, if you want to, you can just place down a coffer in the middle of nowhere, and, you know, summon a purge, because this is how it works nowadays. You summon the purge yourself. And then if you decide it's too much, you can just run away. And all you've lost is a couple of, like, shaped wood, a couple of, like, iron reinforcements, and 1 gold coin. Very low investment. So if you're nervous about it, you can just do it, and then you really lose very little. So each heroic treasure item that I've been showing you around the map.
Yes, the books are
Thank you, mate.
Some's collected. Everything adds up.
You can pick up heroic treasure around the map at NPC camps. And it's worth 5,000 gold coins. And basically you want to walk it to your treasure coffer, wherever it is, and place it in the vicinity. So if I was carrying it, I would have to left click in this kind of like vicinity, and it would sort of show it, basically. If you try and place it outside of this, it'll say need to be placed within a clan coffer radius. You can actually... There you go. Can you see the ring around us? That's showing the radius. You just about see it. Kind of like vaguely. It's a bit easier if I show you.
Impressive, but we can always add more to the pile.
There you go. That's a lot easier to see. So you see that's the size of the coffer basically. So you could do like a circular building or something if you wanted to just have everything in the vicinity and like within it. If you drop
a fine harvest of riches, very fine indeed.
Thanks, mate. If you drop one of those heroic treasure pieces on the ground anywhere, including within the vicinity of your clan coffer, the radius of it, it will despawn after a period of time. It's designed that you have to left click and place it.
Tidy books and coffers, gravid with glittering gold.
We might turn his voice off for a minute. But you will see here the coffer value, and you need to see at least 5,000 for the value here. Otherwise, you haven't placed it. So just keep an eye on that if you want to double check, basically. There was a problem in the past where they were despawning, so I don't know if I presume it's not happening at the moment because no one's mentioned it. And you can also, if you have like heroic treasure placed here, you can exchange the treasure using this button here. So if I've placed like one of those cat idols or whatever else in this kind of range, vicinity, whatever, and accurately,
Come for the latest totals?
I can exchange the treasure, and then I can use the coins either to summon higher level purges, which is the intended purpose, like the higher levels, and then, or you can hire people in your tavern at your house. There you are. Okay, so when I proclaim the wealth, enemies a forward operating base is going to spawn somewhere around here.
1,700 and 1,000.
I have seen people talking about how they really wish you could turn his voice off. There you are. Thank you, sir. So, yes, a forward operating base will set up. You'll see it just very suddenly kind of building nearby, and then enemies will spawn inside that like little area, and then they will approach the coffer and try to remove the money from the coffer. if you have heroic treasure sitting around and that kind of thing, they will try to pick that up and walk away with it. Obviously, that means there's like a lot of value in one kind of like bag. Otherwise, they just take small bags of money, or the representation of small bags of money from your coffer itself. So I do kind of prefer to put, exchange it for gold, or just put gold outright into the coffer, so that it's a bit harder for them to take high values at any one given time. Now, obviously, to get to your coffer, you can build defenses, and that's what I would suggest you do. Ideally, like tier 3 defenses. You can see in the construction tab, this is like level 1, tier 1, this is tier 2, and this is tier 3. Most of the DLC building sets are tier 3. Also, sorry, Black Ice is also tier 3 as well, which is base game 2. I don't see it here. Yes. So yeah, tier 3 will have a huge amount more hit points. Enemies will come over and they will try and break down, like, doors to get to it, and they'll break things in their path. Essentially, if the path is blocked in some way, then the purge will cancel and it'll say can't access it or whatever. What else do I want to tell you? So yes, so the ideal thing to do would be to build something reasonably defended. Remember that the more followers you have placed around here defending it, then the purge will scale up in difficulty. So the easiest purge you're going to have is a completely solo with no defenses whatsoever. We're going to try this out because I've done this in the past. I did this on my tavern guide video to show how to get barkeepers when you used to need to do a purge to get a barkeeper from the cage. And I haven't tried it since, so I want to check that that still kind of applies and that I should be able to unfriend the enemies that approach us before they take any money. So there you go. But we lose nothing because we've got 1 coin in here and very little invested. Shall we do it? You cut him off during his first line. There you go, friendos. But one thing he cares about, and I can respect that. Yeah, absolutely. So I guess what we'll do is we'll turn voice back on again. Voice. There we are. And now we want to start the purge and then, prepare ourselves, basically. So I have a bunch of arrows. These are hardened steel arrows. You can pick them up from Mounds of the Dead, or you can just craft them yourself.
Everything adds up.
Okay, let's proclaim our wealth. By proclaiming your wealth, you draw the attention and greed of the Stygian Empire to your door. Their armies, and they said armless, their armies will assault your stronghold and seek your treasure. The greater the prize, the greater the threat. You cannot build during a purge. Prepare your defenses. Confirm. Okay, so now it says scouting. This is how I'm spec'd. Max agility, max vitality, 3 perks in grit, 1 in expertise. So we don't know which direction it's going to come from. There has to be enough space for it to place the forward operating base. I mean, I'm going to guess it could be really close to here. If it's super close, we might be in trouble. But it's now trying to find a location. Here we go. So it's spawning in. Nice distance. So everybody should come from in there. So we're going to have low-level, a lot of low-level enemies that we've got to take out. You can go for legs to induce, cripple or whatever. To slow them down. And then there will be a boss at the end. These are demolishers. They will batter your door down very effectively. They move very slowly though. There we go.
Nightglow gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you, Nightglow. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you. Okay. So far, so good. I think I was one-shotting people in my tavern guide video. Okay. But I just want to show you that it's... I mean, we could also have used our melee weapon for this, couldn't we? Certainly once you get to level 60, these are no problem whatsoever. So now we've got to the final stage. Stygian Hand of War challenges you. This is the final boss. Okay? Which means the purge is officially over. We'll clean up any remaining people. Okay, and you can see that our coffer is still there. Our dude is still there. They took nothing from us. These guys are surrendering from us. You can't, like, climb up this. You couldn't before. Yeah, we can't climb. There are cages. Oh, did I pick up the keys? I always forget to pick up the keys. It's like a real issue. There you go. Depending on the level of the purge, you get different amounts of keys. So there you go. So we collect those, and then you can use these keys to access the boxes at the end. And you can also use the keys to open the cages. So we got a barkeeper here, and we got a bearer. You definitely get better thralls depending on the level of the purge as well. So we'll open the box. You can see the loot that we got. We got a bone shield. Interesting. Just a basic shield, right? But it is a unique item. Weird. Variable. Okay, we'll take the Stygian armor. This is like agility buffing armor. This is epic. You can get what is it called? Schematics to learn to be up so that you can craft that as well. We got some dyes. We got some standard stuff we don't care about. A bit of treasure here. We'll take the coins, and then we'll open this one as well. Here we go. Full set of this like non-epic version of the armor. We got some infantry rations. Iron tier loot to start with, but it goes up higher as you get to high levels. Some boxes. I think the boxes are just empty, aren't they? You can't build in here. Yeah. I've got build everywhere turned on. So I'm just going to drop those because I don't have a lot of inventory. What we should have probably done is get our friendo to come with us to carry stuff. So yeah, nothing too exciting in there. I'm going to drop the wood. What have I got that's so heavy? There we go. Let's equip our backpack. So I always carry a backpack. These chatty people. I always carry a backpack with an armor reduction kit on me, just in case in a pinch, like these particular circumstances, I can just equip it and immediately get a bit of encumbrance. Now I'm going to leave the barkeeper because we have 2 barkeepers, and I should only have 1. I've got 2 keys. Oh, well, we can open both of them. Okay, let's get our bearer. Bearer tier 1. I'm not super interested in keeping him. So you can keep them, or you can leave them here and break bonds. So I'm going to break bonds with him, but they can be quite good. The bearers you get from these. We're going to stop following break bonds. He can stay here. I mean, he can be freed. I mean, and then I guess we will also break bonds. We can get her to follow us, and then she'll run home with us. Obviously, if you live... She's taking damage from the sandstorm. Have you ever seen that before, friendos?
I owe you much.
You can hold down E and access her inventory and give us some heals. And probably with better thralls, she will... She doesn't have any, like... I've never seen a thrall take damage from the sandstorm before. Isn't that weird? Hello, meal ticket. Hello, hello. Says the camp can't be spawned every single time you do it. Recently, a lot of problems with starting a purge in the place where I usually do this. There are 4 spots where I could, the camp could spawn. Didn't change anything, but after the new day. Really? So you're having updates, problems with this new update? I see. My favourite place I can show you, favourite place to spawn a purge is up here, near the Black Galleon in this spot here. Because if you put a couple of foundations up here, it'll always spawn down there, and then you can literally have this stream of traffic every single time. Very predictable. I'm going to break bonds with her, but she'll follow us home, basically. We've already got 2 barkeepers from cages. Let me take her thingies. So there you are. You can't build in this like vicinity, generally speaking. But yeah, you loot the boxes, take the gear, loot the cages, and take your friendos, and you can get really good crafters from it. You used to need to do this in order to get a barkeeper, but now you don't. You can get them from a bunch of different cages around the map. Now, one thing I need to remind you about, I tell you every time you do a placeable.
Such a pretty sight.
Thank you, friend.
Tidy books and coffers.
See, we still have our gold coin. Just because you're a bit of a chatty Cathy, mate, can I mute you? Thank you. So just like any other placeable on the Exiled Lands, bear in mind if you just place something down, it will have a decay timer on servers, or if you have decay activated on single player, it's off by default. So bear that in mind. If I just place this here with no foundations underneath and loads of coins and stuff like that, in like an hour it will decay, or I'm not sure how long exactly for a coffer, but general placeables like fires and things like that, torches, will last like an hour, maybe a couple of hours, and then they will decay. And then once they're in the decayed state, another player on the server can dismantle it by holding down E, and there'll be a dismantle option or demolish or whatever for the building or whatever. Then they can take all your coins. So bear that in mind. If you do this on a server, make sure you don't leave this for very long, and when you pass near it like this, you will refresh the kind of decay time. So if you want to try it on a server, just either have like a friend to help you defend yourself, or just don't leave it. Basically, it just kind of don't want you to lose your stuff. So we can remove this now if we want to and get our mats back. I can't. I just have to dismantle it. Okay, can't pick it back up again. All right. And then get our coin back, and that's it. Simple first like purge. I think most people could do that, right?